Wanna know why I'm so sweaty? I was watching Cops. No, I'm just messing. At the end of this video, I'm actually gonna link you to a video that's gonna show you a bunch of drills that you can do at home to help you work on your handles without even bouncing the basketball, but it'll actually help you with your dribbling in games. Speaking of dribbling, one thing that can really help you with your dribbling in games is your ability to palm the basketball. As you can see, I can't right now, but hopefully by the end of this video, you'll see me palming this basketball with these. I've helped a 5th grader with about average size hands for that grade palm a basketball. So if I can help him do that, I'm pretty sure I can get you a lot closer. Bare minimum, help you improve your grip. Improving your grip is gonna help you with everything. When you catch the basketball, you gotta grip it, right? So being able to palm it would be like next level grip. When you shoot, you have to have good grip to get a good feel, have good control. When you pass, when you rebound, everything, a better grip is gonna help you anytime you're touching the basketball. So these drills are actually some new ones that will very well complement some ones I did in a previous YouTube video that I will also link you to at the end of this video. And all these can be done right at home, in your living room, bedroom, pretty much anywhere you want to. Let's jump into these drills. Okay, so when it comes to palming a basketball, there's really only 3 factors that are a big key outside of your technique. But as far as like the ability your body has, there's really only 3 things that we need to focus on. So the first thing we're gonna focus on is getting our fingers to be wider from each other so we can get a wider base on that basketball. The wider base you have, the easier it'll be to pick it up. I mean, trying to palm a basketball like this isn't gonna be very effective, is it? But if we get our hands really wide, we at least have a better chance. If we get them even wider, we could maybe be palming it. Bare minimum, we're gonna improve our grip. So the first thing, all we're gonna do is take your basketball, you're gonna put your finger, your pointer finger on it sideways like this, and you're gonna push it down into the basketball. To work on feeling a stretch, you should feel it right in here. To work on our ability to spread these 2 fingers apart a little more by getting this finger stretched right there. So we're just gonna do that. We're gonna hold that for like 10, maybe 20 seconds. Then we're gonna do that on the next finger. We're just gonna work our way down, 10, 20 seconds. 10, 20 seconds. And if you're smart, you'll do this with both hands because you would wanna be able to palm the ball with both hands, right? And do that with your thumb as well. You wouldn't do your pinky because you'd just be pushing it in. That wouldn't really help you. 4 fingers, your thumb pushing it this way, your pointer pushing it this way, your middle finger pushing it this way, your ring finger pushing it this way. And when I'm doing that, notice how I leave the other finger. Right now I'm doing my ring finger. See how my pinky just kind of hangs right here? When I do my middle finger, my ring finger, you can see it kind of hanging here. And when I do my pointer finger, middle finger's hanging here. So we're making sure we're spreading them apart. Then we also want to focus on these fingers stretching this side, this side, this side, and this side. We're gonna flip our hand from this way so your palm is facing away from you. We'll start with the pinky because it's at the top, so that way we make sure we get everything. 10, 20 seconds. And don't push too hard that you wreck something with your fingers. You don't wanna mess them up. They are delicate, right? Ring finger, middle finger, 10, 20 seconds. I'm not even doing the full stretches, so we'll see if this works. And then your pointer. So we work on that stretch away from the thumb, and if you'll notice, that's one of your biggest gaps between your fingers, right? So if you can get that wider, that's gonna help a lot. And then the other thing we can do that will help us improve our grip and maybe be able to palm a basketball, getting our fingers longer, right? So if we can get a wider base, that'll help, getting our fingers wider, but then also getting them longer. I mean, think about it, guys like Shaq or Michael Jordan that have big hands, that's why they're able to palm the basketball, because their hands are big. So there's a couple stretches we can do. The first, we're just gonna take our hand into the basketball like this. I wanna push so my fingers are basically, and you could even do this without the basketball, I guess, but you want to get them at about a 90-degree angle from your hand. So if I bend them back right now, you can see they're at about a 45-degree angle, but I want to get that 90 degrees or even a little more if I can. I'm pushing on all those fingers though. The reason I like to do this on the basketball is just get your fingers used to that feel for the basketball, which is good for improving your grip. The more you can get the feel for the basketball and do these things in the position that they'll need to be when you're palming a basketball, right, nice and wide, the better. So I'm just gonna get them nice and wide on there like this, hold that again for about 10 to 20 seconds. And again, I would wanna do that for the other hand. Now this will help a little bit with getting our hands longer, but another thing we could do is take each of our fingers and our thumbs and pull like that. If you can keep it on there without losing your grip and actually pulling it pretty hard, I would just hold that for about 10, 20 seconds each finger. This finger, this finger. I already know you guys are gonna have jokes in the comments about pull my finger. This finger. And if when you're doing this, your hands are sliding off, I would say do this like 2-3 times. It just depends on how long they're sliding off, but you wanna try to get it so it's about a total of 10 to 20 seconds each finger. All right, and then one of the most important things if you wanna be able to palm a basketball is to have the strength. You gotta have the strength in your fingers. So I got 2 exercises to help you with this. One was in the last video, but it's really important, and then there's gonna be some other stuff in that video that you'll be able to check out. But then the other is something new I've got for you. If we can get our fingers wide, but also have strength in those wide positions, that's what we want to do. Being able to stretch our fingers long and wide doesn't really help if we have no strength in those positions and our hands are just like sitting on the ball like this, right? We got to be able to dig them in. So what we want to do is exactly that. Focus on digging them in. So I want you to take both your thumb and your pinky and just those two on the basketball, and you'll also get some extra level of finger coordination by doing this, and we want to squeeze them into the basketball as hard as we can and hold that for 10 seconds. Squeeze it. Then we're going to do the same thing with our thumb and our ring finger. Again, get them as wide as we can, so we don't want to just have them like here, like this, right? We don't want to do that. We want to get them really wide. Squeeze just those two on there as hard as we can for 10 seconds. Then we're going to go thumb and middle finger, 10 seconds. 9, 10, then thumb and pointer. Now when we do the thumb and pointer especially, remember how we talked about that's like one of the biggest gaps? Don't do this. Spread those out as wide as you can and get them on the basketball there, and then squeeze them in as hard as you can for 10 seconds. And then finally, if you're sweaty like me, your hands might be a little bit slippery and it might be hard to grip the basketball. So if that's the case, maybe you go wash them off quick with some soap and water, get them nice and clean, and then dry them off good. And the moment of truth, boom. This is the YouTube video with more drills to help you palm a basketball, and this is the YouTube video with drills that you can do at home. And if you want a full ball handling workout you can do at home without drilling, check out the link I'll pin to the top comment. Leave me a comment, let me know if this helped you be able to grip the basketball better or palm it. Hit the like button if you like the drill, subscribe and turn on all notifications, and I'll see you in one of these videos or the workout in the comment down below next.